And
trouble.
there we have a big one in the back.
Michael Self is involved, as well as Thomas Prater. There's Andy Seiss. Quinn Houff right there, the 98, also involved. Leilani with damage.
Ed Pompa. So 7 involved in
See the
this
sparks.
caution.
There's Michael Self. He's going to jump to the inside. But unfortunately, that's where Bola Mastis and Thomas Prater both went. You see Thomas Prater made some contact with the right side of Michael Self's car. Doesn't look, hopefully not a great deal of damage to the right side of that Sinclair car. There's Ed Pompa going by in the 10 with a lot of damage. A little bit more contact from Ed Pompa. Here's Leilani. She's going to get a bump and turns her right in to Thomas Prater.
And there is the caution. There goes the 22 of Lee up into those foam blocks.
Look at all the damage.
He pushed through those hard.
Wow, to that big time Ford of Cunningham Motorsports. I saw just a glimpse of them. There were 3 wide going in that corner. It looked like they may have gotten tied together. I think it may have been precipitated by Niemeyer's car being stuck in the middle when the 51 of Finley jumped to the inside. See, that is Austin Niemeyer in the inside. Gus Dean went down through the grass, and when he did, he shot up into Niemeyer, and that put Niemeyer up into Shane Lee.
Yep.
And Shane, unfortunately, way
just got shoved right up in there.
Too high and straight into those foam blocks. There'll be another view right here. There's Gus Dean down to the inside. He was there. Austin, I don't think, realized he was there. And when they made contact, it just straightened them all out. Shane Lee with absolutely nowhere to go.
They've been going on all day. This is in the first few minutes of practice. It was the 3 car that lost control first and then really nowhere to go for Nick Higdon to come by in the 69. Richard Houck was in the 3 car today, just entered this morning.
Both cars not able to be repaired, but good thing the Kimmel Racing Shop's only about an hour away. They chase.
And now Sargent is going to try to make a move, but further back, we've got one around. Is that the 2 car of Eric Cottle? It is.
Came in here 5th in the rookie standings. He said, I'm gaining speed. I have to get comfortable on these big racetracks. And his car, unfortunately, has found the fence here. Cottle out of Oklahoma in his first full season racing for Wayne Hickson.
So look to the far right. We just get to the tail end of that, but you could see those tire marks.
That's very similar to what we saw at the 42 of Bola Mastis. I don't know if there's something, at that juncture of the racetrack where these guys are, haven't experienced that being so slick right there at that moment. Where he's sitting at, it almost looks like maybe had an issue getting into the corner. There's some black marks up there kind of in the middle of turn 3 and 4. And, you never want to see somebody get in the wall, but great to see him climbing out here. And unfortunately, that one was a heavy hit, and he knows that he's done for the day.
Ooh, and he's shaken up, and he had to take a trip to the hospital for precautionary reasons a few weeks ago. So the young 18-year-old is going to take a seat for a moment, holding his left knee.
Well, we talk about running speeds upwards of 200 miles an hour entering the corner here, so you don't hit easy when you get into these safer barriers.
Area.
Let's see.
Oh, that right front tire explodes.
Oh, it's a big hit.
See the angle that he hit that outside wall. That was a big hit right there.
I took a hit very similar in Daytona this year in the Xfinity Series, and man, you don't realize the force that goes through the body whenever you take a hit like that. So glad to see him get out of the car, and unfortunately, fun way around this racetrack.
Well, Sargent picked a couple of spots at the start from 5th to 3rd. Little wiggle there for Zane Smith, and another one. He tried to hang on and stay off the wall, and he's going to ride the top side.
Boy, he did a great job right there. I mean, that is, I think we got one actually around behind it. I think it caused a kind of a chain reaction.
Bola Mastis.
Heavy damage to the Louisville driver. Tough break. He and Danny Glad really worked hard on this race car for this veteran.
Let's go back and look at this again. We're first going to see the 8 car of Zane Smith just trying to hang on, Justin.
He does a great job right here because at this point he is 2 car lengths above the rubber that's been laid down, not only by the race cars but by the tractors that run around here and put rubber down.
Way up
the second one here. We see him up here at the top. Oh, and in the back.
Oh.
It looks like that thing just got loose on him down there at the bottom and shot up the racetrack. And unfortunately, that's a really hard hit for the 42 car there.
This is Gus Dean's on board.
Under caution for a pretty big one at Talladega Superspeedway, just past the tri-oval, headed to turn 1 just moments ago, and here is what happened.
You see the 78 of Weatherman moves up the racetrack. It opens up the bottom for Gragson, but I don't think Will Kimmel knew that they were 3 wide. You see him squeezing the 78 of Weatherman. I'm not sure why Weatherman came off the bottom and opened up the bottom and allowed the 55 of Gragson to get there.
Yeah, it just looks like an error there. You know, that you got to protect that yellow line here. You got to stay on the bottom. I mean, it's tight racing there, and you know, you're just trying to move up and get a little bit of run down the corner, but when somebody fills that gap, I just don't think they knew they were 3 wide, and it created this.
This is on board with Kimmel.
Hard hits. A bunch of cars hit real hard. Thank goodness for the safer barriers.
And a lot of really good cars. Started in basically the 3rd row. Took out at least 4 contenders. The 55 of Gragson, Weatherman.
Not a good restart for A.J. Fikes for sure, and that will allow the 15 car, Christian Eckes, to take the lead. It looked like Sheldon Creed was going to be able to get by Fike as well, but he'll fall back into 3rd, and Creed
if he
almost
didn't hit
into
the
the
wall, he got as close as
Riley
he could get.
Herbst.
Riley Herbst turning sideways back in there, got into the side of Tyler Dimple. And a big hit there. Oh, wow. Really collects a couple of cars back in there. That will also give you an idea of just how fast they're going. This straightaway here is incredibly long. Put back together as we show you this. That was Brad Smith on the 48, but let's watch it again as Herbst just gets together there.
It looks like
looks like maybe Dalton Sargent or Shane Lee.
Yeah, one of the Cunningham cars for sure. And then Brad Smith just nowhere to go, and 97 Club gets in there. Munier gets in there. Wow. Hard hit, as it looks like they are going to stop the cars on the racetrack and have brought out the red flag.
Oh, trouble.
Oh, and a big hit that Thompson took. Multiple incidents on this one. LeBeau, and on fire, that's Baccarella.
A.J. Fike, the 27 car, also with fire trailing. There's the Gree car right there of Gus Dean.
Ray Cicerelli also involved. Great story. He qualified 7th yesterday in his 9th start. Didn't have a crew, had to hire one last night.
Michael Lira into the outside wall. You know what? Cautions breed cautions. We say that all the time, Kevin.
I don't know if this would qualify as the big one, but it was pretty significant.
Looked like the 66 of Mark Thompson got a bit of a bump from that white and red car.
And then Lira came by and collected Thompson again. And then Baccarella and LeBeau in front. Once one thing happens, it's everyone reacting, trying to be evasive.
And they're running so tight there, especially right after a restart. We were double file for 12, 15 rows.
Let's watch the top of the screen now.
There's going to be the bump right there. That turned Mark Thompson right into Gus Dean.
Oh,
hard hit. Michael Lira. John Ferrier, their 16 car around in the middle of the racetrack.
Let's see what we see on board from Gus Dean.
I think he's going to need some help to make the move, but I still would wait a little bit to make the move. Try to really keep that outside line away. It would be nice if that contact.
And hard into the wall. And it looks like the 33 of Fontaine is
on his
side.
On
his lid now.
See Bobby Gerhart also involved.
Gerhart in the 5. And we are under caution with 5 to go at Daytona. And that's the 7 car of Cody Robaugh, I believe, in front there. Look at the top of the screen first. No, from the bottom to the top.
Looked like maybe Kaz Grala might have got into the 58 car of Clint King to maybe start this. And again, everybody's out there pushing and shoving and not trying to give up any room whatsoever. You see the 33 of Fontaine sliding on his roof, and it's going to tip back over.
So how difficult?
There's another view. Looked like there might have been some contact there, and that got the 58 of Clint King, I think, into Justin Fontaine's 33 car. Cody Robaugh, Bobby Gerhart came along with absolutely nowhere to go. You see Derek Lancaster gets into the outside wall right in front of them.
And Justin Fontaine took a big head-on hit.